Hello? Hello, Elliot. Hello? Hello? Hello, Elliot. Are you there, dude?
Yeah, it defaulted my microphone to my headset instead of my Blue Snowball.
All right, yeah, your mic sounds good, dude.
Yep,
How's mine sounding?
good.
Yep. Any
Yep,
background noise or anything like that? Or
no.
good, good, good. You're sounding very bassy.
That's good.
Awesome stuff. So I just wanted to test out the mics really, just to see how they were.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
by maybe doing a little bit of an E3 chat or something.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe chat about the Scorpio, see what your thoughts are, really.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull up the schedule. Just we'll hit them all in order. Maybe we'll go. Where's EA? EA is not on there, but EA is first. Um, EA is Sunday morning. I want to say for me.
Oh, okay.
It must be Saturday night for you, EA. Where's my
Yeah.
other schedule? I've got a better one here. Oh, there we go. EA's first. So it's Sunday. What time is it? Sunday at 3 a.m. for me, which means it's 8 p.m. Saturday for you, EA.
That's right. Well, I'll be watching it. I'll be watching it at work. Bloody hell! Those you opening those crisps or whatever is loud, or sweets or whatever you're doing.
Sweet.
Yeah, very loud.
All right, I'll refrain from eating them then. Never mind. Bought Horizon Zero Dawn today.
How is it?
Good. I've only played like the first 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Haven't you played it?
Yeah, I've played it a
Even
short. I've played a little bit of it. I'm
never
not
mind.
really a massive fan of it, to be
Bought
honest.
Horizon Zero Dawn today. It's good so far.
How is it? What's that, mate?
Sorry, it's good so far.
Yeah, yeah, it's not too bad. I've finally got into the open world, so um,
I'm just doing the tutorial.
the tutorial's not too bad. I found it quite long though. It's just a bit too much of it, to be honest.
I'm still
So,
6 years old, and I just snuck past the robots to save the
ah,
boy.
so you're right at the beginning then.
Oh, is there more?
Oh fucking hell! It's really long. Yeah, man.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I like
You like what?
how the opening cutscene was before the main menu.
Mhm. You lagged
I'm
out
just
a
gonna
little
shut my
bit
PS.
there.
Yeah, I think my PS4 is downloading because I set it to remote download stuff.
Oh, okay.
I bought PS Plus today. I saw it on sale.
How much was it?
I got it for $48, which is £24 for a year.
Nice. That's not too bad, man.
Installing Life is Strange and Killing Floor 2.
I'm quite surprised that no one else has actually from the community has wanted to join our discussion. I put the shout out, but no one's.
Yeah, I would have been here already, but I was out. I was like 10 minutes away.
That's all right.
I'm just gonna shut my PS4 off.
I had a 3 hour exam today and it killed me. Can you hear my keys tapping?
Yeah, I can. I'm
Is
just
it?
gonna quickly take. I'm gonna take. Yeah, no, I can hear them loudly. I'm gonna take the headphones off now. And I'm gonna turn my PS4 off.
Awesome. Oh, Cole's mic is pretty cool.
What is? What was cool?
Cole 360's mic is pretty cool.
What mics he got? Has he got one of those phantom condenser mics?
I don't know. It probably cost him about £100. Well,
Oh,
probably
he's got
a
one of
hundred, a
those. Oh,
thousand
perfect.
pounds. Knowing
Oh,
him.
Ed.
Yeah.
Can you hear me eating my sweets?
Yes, it's very loud.
Right, I'll stop doing it then.
You shouldn't be eating sweets and podcasting, live streaming at the same time. It's not very professional.
Neither is playing games while podcasting or podcasting.
I never do that.
You've done both at the same time before.
No, I don't do that.
I never game during the podcast, but it's usually too late for me to game anyway.
Hmm.
Oh, we got Nathan and we got Skingle.
No, they're not
Well-
answering. I'm just randomly ringing people on my Skype friends list if they answer. Just to test. Well, I don't think anyone's actually going to join the E3 chit chat, so I don't really see. I haven't even got anyone listening. What is the point?
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not as popular as we thought we were.
You have to remember, it is the middle of the day on a weekday. Hey!
Hello?
Random.
Oh, hi, Darren. How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. 2 seconds. I'm just going to plug my headphones
Oh,
in.
did you just randomly just join? I don't remember even trying to call you.
I did it. I dragged him in.
Oh,
Hold on a
nice. I didn't think Darren was available. He's set to yellow.
I dragged him anyway.
Good man.
Ouch, that's better.
How are we sounding, Darren?
How are you?
Yeah.
Pretty crystal. I see you got the new mic thing.
Yeah, I just wanted to test it out, just to see how people can hear me and stuff. So, I'm just
How am I
trying,
sounding, Darren?
just trying to iron out some issues and stuff with
Who's that,
background
Sly?
noise and stuff. Yeah, Sly's in there as well.
All right. Yeah, sounding better than you did the other day.
Yep.
Yeah, he's using a new
Old
mic.
but-
Yeah,
Well, it's not. I've had it for years. I just never bothered to use it.
Cool. Skingle's not answering.
Oh.
He's probably wondering what the fuck.
I know. So we were just gonna do a quick chat about E3 predictions and stuff.
Ah. I think it's a bit early to speculate, although half the shit's already leaked, hasn't it?
I haven't looked at any of the leaks.
Yeah,
I'm
so
seen
trying
one
to
thing.
put a lot of it.
I've seen the Halo leak that's apparently fake, but we've heard that before.
so what's
Yeah.
the leaks then? I think I've seen some stuff on Twitter, but
Right,
it's been
there's a-
kind of
there's a
hidden.
game-
It's been hidden by
supposedly-
all the politics.
Supposedly, there's a game on the Xbox coming called Halo Gravemind, which is kind of going to be like Alien Isolation, but with the flood.
Halo Gravemind sounds interesting.
Sounds like Alien Isolation, just with the flood, honestly, and I'm interested.
Flood aren't my favourite thing of Halo, to be honest, but at least they dropped human weapons when you fought them. But
Bloody
yeah, I
hell,
thought
Elliot.
they were going to try staying away.
It's a
from
mile away from my mic. It's nowhere near my mic.
Well, those mics are very sensitive.
All right, well, let me get my sweets and then I'll stop them. All
it.
right.
Sounds like you're eating popcorn or something.
Yeah. Anyway,
So I just tip
Darren,
them out on my desk.
your
Yeah.
mic, Darren, is actually very good as well. We was commenting on it, and so was Carl, and we was wondering what headset that you were using.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
He's using his
using
phone, isn't he?
I'm using the shitty Samsung headphones I got on my mobile.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I
Are
like
Are
it.
you streaming now or not
Shit.
yet?
Yeah, we've been streaming since the call started, mate.
Good to know. Mm.
Madness.
All right, should we maybe just start with EA then, because EA is first.
Oh, I don't actually know anything that's happening, so I need
New
to.
FIFA, new Madden. There
New
we
FIFA,
go.
New Madden.
Job done.
New UFC maybe?
No, that's usually every couple of years, I think.
Yeah. Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 3.
Oh, we can only hope.
Ugh, Plants vs
You're
Zombies can
silent.
suck my balls.
No soul.
So shit.
Colin would be ashamed.
I'm just gonna go for a piss.
No worries.
Battlefield Vietnam.
Actually, yes, isn't it? No, weren't they actually making the battlefields like biannually, like every other year?
Yeah.
Because I think that's a pretty decent idea because obviously it gives the developer a longer time to work on the next game in the series. Plus,
Mm.
they can sustain that previous title over the following year with like map packs and stuff like that, which is what they used to do
Nice.
anyway, really. Or just do what they did with the last gen and do like a Battlefield Vietnam style expansion, sort of like a 15, 20 quid thing that adds.
Battlefield Civil War. Battlefield Trafalgar Square.
Could be anything these days with everything that went on today,
Yeah.
which was hilarious.
So what's she done? She formed a coalition government.
Supposedly, with
She's a
lot of-
fucking cunt. Oh, sorry. We should actually do a politics live stream with Collie Wally, because that would be hilarious.
You'd need Dan in as well for that one, I think.
Oh my god, yes.
I won't be on that one.
But yeah, apparently last I saw, she was supposedly making a coalition government with the
JUP?
DUP or something, but apparently the DUP are very anti like LGBT and all the rest of it, and that's got a lot of people upset, and they're also anti-abortion and all the rest of it. So yeah, fun times.
Yeah, mate. Sounds fucking shit.
All right. So back
Sounds
to
like
EA.
getting in bed with your enemies. Like,
What about EA?
Right, they're going to show Battlefront 2 footage.
oh yeah, of course, Battlefront. I keep forgetting about that one. I was expecting Battlefront to be a major thing.
Have you seen how cheap Battlefront is on the PSN store right now?
No.
You get the Ultimate Edition with all the DLC for $17 Australian.
Well, but why if you have EA access on the Xbox?
On the PlayStation, exactly.
PlayStation doesn't have EA access.
That's because the PlayStation should sort it out in that regard.
That's because EA make the worst games, so he gives a shit.
Well, I actually do regret picking up Origin Access on the PC now, because I have actually come to a revelation that I actually prefer playing the Battlefield games on console. Oh, Dan's just joined us from a wind tunnel.
No, I'm by the M4 at the moment. I saw you guys chatting. I've just left work early, so.
How's it going?
Yeah, I'm alright, man. I saw you were live, and I was like listening on this YouTube channel. I'm like, I heard this discussion about the clear cover political climate. I've been fucking laughing my ass off today.
So Dan, this was initially going to be E3 chat, but we can actually turn this into politics chat if you like.
Oh no!
Yeah, you've got me for about 10 minutes or so before I get to Gunnersbury and get on the tube.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
So obviously, I'm not actually as political as you. I kind of flip-flop on who I vote for depending on the manifesto. I'm one of those people. I don't care how popular someone is. I will just vote on what would benefit me. I did actually vote for Labour because I think, their manifesto was a lot better for the country than the Tories. But obviously the Tories have won, even though it is a hung parliament. So
have they really won though?
So I mean, because I was listening to Radio 2 earlier, because I went on my way to examine back, and they had all these different politicians on from different, like Labour, the Conservatives, and whatnot, and they were just fucking arguing with each other. Oh, and we won, and blah blah blah. Theresa May should quit. Blah blah blah. What's your opinion anyway?
My opinion is that she's delusional. She's a fucking fruitcake. She runs through fields of wheat. That's the naughtiest thing she's ever done. I can't even tell you what the naughtiest thing is ever done because I'll fucking get arrested for it. So, well, maybe not now, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm standing in front of a white petroleum truck. But my take on it at the moment is that we had a referendum. The architect of this all was the financial crash back in 2008. And so I run across the road, and what basically happened there is that the bankers in the Western world never were punished for it. and successive governments, the transitional period in 2010, when the Condemn coalition came in, literally didn't really punish these people, and we just kept on bailing the banks out. So it's creating this kind of disparity. And then we had all this austerity enforced on us by banker mates like George Osborne, who's a fucking idiot, but who basically just punished pieces of the country which would never vote Conservative, working classes. And that's what's actually happened. That's what created the whole kind of Brexit effect, where the referendum kicked in, and it was literally we gave the populace a great big stick to hit them with. And it happened, 51% of the country or so, 52%, voted to leave the EU for a variety of different reasons. Off the back of that, you got 48% of the country who voted Remain. Some of us accepted the result, others less so. But what never anyone agreed on was Theresa May's hard Brexit. She made the whole thing about herself. She's a political opportunist, a completely out of touch character. I'm being really polite here, by the way. I haven't called her a cunt yet. But the frustrating thing is, we saw all this, and I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I couldn't resist. I went to bed early before they called the exit poll because I did not want to know what the exit poll was, because we had this about 2015 when the Conservatives were projected to win, and I was like, oh god, it was like me just dying slowly inside as the night went on. So fresh as a daisy, I woke up about 4, looked at my phone and went, oh, what's going on here? And it took about 10-15 minutes to sink in, and I still haven't really looked over the whole kind of agenda at the moment. But the fact that she gambled for her own ego to get an increased majority, and it backfired. She's lost seats, although it marginally less seats. There's been some dramatic gains or swings, even though maybe Labour or another party hasn't been successful, of surges of support for other parties. Someone was saying earlier, 41% of the Labour vote is about how much has Tory Blair got in 1 year. It's nuts. So we're seeing all these surges.
It's a massive swing.
Yeah, we've got this momentum going now, and what's the best thing I'm so happy about is that the young'uns have started to realise that they can really put
have
pressure.
A voice. Yeah,
because no one wanted hard Brexit apart from Nigel Farage and the UKIP people. Look what happened to UKIP. All the voters went over to Labour and Conservatives. Annihilated. Paul Nuttall's already quit. It's a good day for democracy, if I'm being honest with you, and I'm pleased for it. I'm pleased. I mean, I guarantee they're talking about another election within a year, easy. She's being held up at the moment by the DUP, who essentially are the opposite side of the IRA. And what have they been saying about Corbyn all this time? You couldn't make it up. It's absolutely nuts.
And this is with a Labour that's quite divided as well, to be honest.
Yeah. The interesting thing also in Scotland, you've got, so I've been talking about this quite a bit at work today, but with Scotland in particular, the second Scottish independence vote wasn't a vote winner. It wasn't. It was almost the sole reason why there's been a surge in obviously gains from Conservatives and Labour and then Lib Dems as well. So what we've basically got here, we've got a lot of progressive Scots out there who have voted SNP in the past with the sole purpose of maybe trying to leave the United Kingdom. That's off the agenda now, as far as I'm concerned. I don't want the Scots to do. It's like, do not leave us to these fucking Tory lunatics, please. But the upshot of this is when another election comes along, all gloves are off in Scotland. It's going to be interesting.
That was the depressing thing for me, seeing the fact that all of the people who basically went away from the SNP up in the Scottish, they all went Tory, and it's like, what the fuck?
I don't think they did. I think you had a surge of nationalists, because up in Scotland it became very nationalistic. It's unionists versus separatists, or whatever, or leavers, or whatever it's called it up there. And what we've got the potential now is a lot of these progressive voices in Scotland could, if Labour play their cards right, you could see Labour making some real good regains back, and could tip the balance of power at Westminster. Mate, you've got a year of hilarity coming up. It's going to be so funny. It's already been hilarious today. So,
They'll
yeah.
never budge the Greens out of your area, will they, Ben?
Yeah, over 50% of the vote was Green. It's increased.
That is crazy.
I know. Where I live right on the Boundary constituency. On one side of the road is all Caroline Lucas Green. The other side of the road is red. It's nuts. But, it's just what it is. People have had enough of extreme politics, if it be the right side or the left side. We've had enough.
Yeah.
It needs to be a consensus, because you can't start pointing fingers at people who, just because of your way of thinking. And there's too much alienation. We've had 7 years of austerity from the Tories, and it has fucked this country. And it's not about, creating incentives for people to work or anything like that. It's fucking human decency. And I can't be more pleased. It's a step in the right direction. So I'm about to get the Carnaby tube station, so I've got to go soon. But yeah, were you talking about games?
Yeah. Predictions for E3, apparently.
Yeah, we were going to do some E3 predictions, but what I don't understand
Scorpio
about...
have about 6. Scorpio have about 5 games tops done.
Yeah, well, there we go. Job done. Yeah. So, yeah, well, I'm glad you're happy, Dan, anyway. The thing I don't understand about Theresa May is that, she was Home Secretary for so long before, obviously, she became the PM because of David Cameron leaving like a complete cock. And she did fuck all as Home Secretary for the security of this country. So why anyone expects her to do anything for national security while she's a Prime Minister is beyond me. She's a fucking retard.
She's shit in front of the press as well. She doesn't know how to fucking hold an interview or any of that sort of stuff properly, it seems.
Give her 2 weeks. There's a few things a few hurdles she needs to jump through. I guarantee you the Tory knives will be out stabbing her in the back.
Boris Johnson slithering out from under a rock.
Yeah, Boris Johnson's already formulating his team. There'll be votes against her. There'll be
go for Boris. Boris will turn up on his bike.
I mean, yeah, I dread to think, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, I've got to go, chaps. Good talking to you.
Cheers, Dan.
Right,
Cheers for the political update. Anyway, we'll talk some games now. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
What do you mean now? Me and Skingle were talking about games behind your backs.
Well, hello, Elliot. How you doing?
Oh, hey Dan. I'm all right.
No, it's bye.
Bye, Dan.
See you, Dan.
Anyway, where were we?
We're sort of done with EA, I think.
There was nothing about EA. What was there?
EA are a bit too predictable.
Oh, we have forgotten one game they'll show off a bit more of. Sorry, the Need for Speed.
That actually looks quite cool. Actually,
it looks very Fast and the Furious, doesn't it?
Which is why I like the look of it, because I'm a saddo and I love the Fast and the Furious films. So,
millions of people do. That's why they keep making them.
Because we're crazy. I just want to say hello to Colin Blake, who says that the new mic is sounding good. So that's good to hear. I'm glad the investment seems to be worth it at the moment. That's awesome.
All right, should we move on to Microsoft?
Yes. Are they going to disappoint us on the gaming front?
I don't think so.
Do you think they're actually going to show off some decent games?
Well, we're going to see Crackdown for sure.
Yeah, we're going to see Crackdown
on the new machine.
We might see either Halo 3 Anniversary or this Halo Gravemind if it's really not fake, like that quote says.
I personally think they'd probably do better to stay away, because this is one of their things that they're getting slightly criticised for, isn't it? Just the Halo
remaking old games,
constant over and over. Sort of a thing. So we must see something of a new Forza though, surely.
Yeah, I think, honestly, right, my prediction here, I'm going to lay it down. I've been saying it for months. They're going to call it the Xbox One X, right? They're not keeping Scorpio.
Right. I don't mind that. I hate that Scorpio.
They're going to call it the... Whoa, really? I quite like it.
I've actually heard a rumour that they're going to call it the XS.
I said
Why not call it the Xbox One Elite? It just sounds better. Like, they've had the Xbox Elite.
I've heard Elite thrown about, and I've also heard X thrown around. I reckon it's going to be X. Because also,
do you think this will come bundled with the Elite controller?
I'm not
No.
sure about that one, to be honest.
I don't think it will because that controller's like the third of the price of a console.
Yeah, sort of, but I'd imagine that would have been pretty cool. It's like you want the machine is the controller to go with it, sort of thing.
Because they already do an Elite console, don't they? They do an Xbox One with a hybrid SSD hard drive that comes with an Elite controller. I want to say
Never
they do.
heard of that.
I'm pretty sure they do. I'll consult Dr. Google, but I'm pretty sure.
Cuphead. Let's see more of Cuphead.
Oh, Cuphead! Bloody hell! We've been waiting for Cuphead for bloody ages now. They're taking their sweet ass time with it.
The visual style of that game looks amazing.
Oh yeah, it looks like like one of those classic cartoons, doesn't it? So.
But yeah, it's sort of like I think it was going to be single player, then they rejigged it for 2-player, then it was like supposed to be a bit too difficult. And been working. They must have been working on it for about 2 or 3 years now, surely.
I was right about that Elite console. It's got a 1 terabyte SSD.
Oh,
wow.
Which is this? Oh, one other thing I really want out of the new console. Have it in black, please.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Why is the 1S only in white?
Yeah, the first thing that put me off of the 1S when I first saw it was white. I was like,
Hey Carl.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm just saying hi to Carl. He's in the chat.
Is that Carl 360?
Yeah. I just realised I was muting my Skype when I was coughing when I should have been muting the OBS.
He's probably twitching every time he thinks he's going to have to edit a part of it out.
You don't have to edit this. This isn't going to go on the podcast. It's just going to stay on YouTube.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are we going to see? I want to see Microsoft with a new IP. I really want a new IP.
Oh, I think we will. We must see one.
Yeah. I'm thinking Scalebound does not make an appearance because I've heard people rumoring that Scalebound might come back. I've said no.
I've heard it was uncancelled, but how true that is or not.
I didn't like the look of that game, to be honest.
I think the only thing that I seemed to sort of feel that was slightly wrong with it is the fact that it was a Japanese developer trying to make a game to appeal to the broy American audience. And
yeah.
It was trying. It was. I feel like it tried to be Final Fantasy 15.
A Japanese game.
Do you think it tried to be Final Fantasy 15 and it sort of failed?
Or it looked like it must admit it looked like a cross between say like 15 and say Monster Hunter in a sense. A little bit, obviously with the big boss battle type of shtick that it showed off in one of the demos like a few years back or a year back.
Do you reckon we'll see an Oculus Rift partnership or a HoloLens?
I have heard a rumour that Microsoft aren't backing any VR whatsoever for at least a while. Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think they're going to push HoloLens?
I'm not too sure. Everything I've heard at the moment is pure speculation, but yeah, a few people have said that they're not going to be concentrating on VR at all.
Do you remember that demo they had the other? It must have been either last year or a year before, but they had the HoloLens on the table, and it was projecting the Minecraft world, and it was showing them in Minecraft, and you could see the towers getting built and destroyed. It looked really cool.
Yeah, I think they're still focusing on that, to be fair.
Yeah, I'd rather they went the HoloLens route, than actually just doing VR like everyone else is doing, because it puts a unique spin on it to a certain degree. It's like I've got VR on the PlayStation. Do I really want VR on the Xbox as well? Whereas augmented reality, that's slightly different.
Yeah, I think the HoloLens looks really, really cool. I think because I showed it last year's E3 and it looked fucking awesome.
You can buy a developer kit for it now, but it's like $3,000.
Oh, well, Elliot, just go and buy it, man. You've got loads of money.
Must be kidding. Must be kidding.
You're rich.
Definitely.
I was going to say there were the old Oculus Rift development kits flying around, floating about for ages, weren't there?
Yeah.
So what's next, Elliot?
Bethesda.
Were they going to announce a new Skyrim?
Well, they already announced there's an Elder Scrolls 6. They've already said that, but I reckon we might see a teaser trailer for it.
No, I don't think we will. In my idea, I think with any game that's obviously sort of an Elder Scrolls or technically a Fallout now, they're major ones that are produced by themselves, like ZeniMax and stuff. I think we only see trailers for get those games in the same year they're coming out. I think they've decided to change the whole thing like they did with Fallout, where it was like, here's the trailer, oh, and it's out in 5 months, rather than, oh, here's a teaser for Elder Scrolls, look forward to playing it in the next 3 years. Because I'm personally in one of those people that I just hate waiting that long. I mean, how long did we have to end up waiting for Watch Dogs before we finally got it? Was that 3 years or 4 years?
Yeah, it was quite a long time, yeah.
And then every E3 it comes up again, and you're like, oh, here's more Watch Dogs.
My problem with Bethesda last year was that they saved all their big guns for 2015. They fired them all off, and then 2016 they were like, shit, we don't have much, do we? Because they had Prey, they had Dishonored 2, they had the bloody Elder Scrolls card game, and they had the remaster of Skyrim. Whoop-de-doo. They had like 2 things I was interested in.
And I'm not sure
Fallout DLC.
And I'm not sure how their Elder Scrolls Online is doing, because they just released that new update, didn't they?
Morrowind.
Yeah, I don't know how popular that game actually still is.
I think it's actually done reasonably well. I know a few people have picked up this new expansion thing for it, and those people who do play Elder Scrolls Online seem to really like it. So
that's fair.
It was one of those things that I think, again, it was marred by the launch on the PC. It was marred by like lacking options and stuff, and a lot of those issues have actually been tweaked and sorted out at this point.
Yeah. Right, let's just think about what's too early to be seen. Let's think of all the Bethesda properties. I think we're seeing a new Wolfenstein.
Oh, the Wolfenstein!
Because they teased it last year. There was like a line of code on the opening trailer at the top, and it was like it sounded like a Wolfenstein title. So I reckon that they're going to announce Wolfenstein. Do you reckon Wolfenstein this year?
One, haven't we?
When was the last Wolfenstein? It's quite old now, isn't it?
Well, the New Order, I think, was...
New Order was...
about the first year of the next gen machines, wasn't it? And then
it would have been 2014. Yeah, 2014 was New Order, and then Old Blood was probably. I want to say Old Blood was like end of 2015.
Yeah, it wasn't last year, was it? Because Doom was there one last year.
Doom was last year, so it would have been year before. So it would have been 2015 was Old Blood.
We might get a spin-off from Doom, similar to Old Blood. You never know. They might do it.
They're gonna show off Quake Champions because that's coming out soon, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I've been playing quite a lot of Quake Champions of the closed beta, and it's actually really, really fun. I'm not sure how much that will take me off of Counter-Strike, though, to be honest. But yeah, it's still really, really good. The only annoying thing with Quake Champions, though, is it's not going to be on Steam. It's on Bethesda's own client. So,
why start their own one again?
Oh, so annoying, because like you have a PC, so you've got Steam, you've got EA Origin, you've got
Ubisoft one,
you got an Ubisoft one, you got a Blizzard one. You know, so you end up with 5 different clients. So just put everything onto one client, so your game's all in one place. It'll be so much easier.
Off topic, but I can't believe Destiny 2 is using Battle.net, to be honest. It's a bit weird.
It's Activision Blizzard, mate.
Yeah.
Well.
Anyway, Bethesda. So definitely not seeing anything for Fallout for a good 5 years. Not going to see anything for Fallout.
We might see something to do with the VR Fallout.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's coming out for the.
Because they said last year, didn't they, that they had
VR Fallout 4.
Fallout in VR, so they might push or give us information on a proper release for it for either PC or PS4 compatibility or whatever.
Has that Elder Scrolls card game released yet?
No, it would seem strange launching it around the same time as Gwent just coming out free to play and everything.
Yeah. So what we think? We think the big game they're going to pull is Wolfenstein. Then that seems reasonable.
I'm trying to think actually. When I think about it hard enough, I can't really think of anything I can guarantee to be there, which means we might end up with a few surprises.
I think we might. I don't know. Last year they said Elder Scrolls 6 was a few years away, so definitely not this year.
Yeah.
I'd say next year at the earliest.
Yeah, I can't think of any games I'm actually excited for the rest of this year. I know there's a new Dissidia game coming out Switch that looks quite good, but I don't think that's not until next year though, is it? So, I can't actually think of any games that I really, really want. Stormblood's out in a couple of weeks. I've already got the pre-order for that. It's for Final Fantasy 14.
Well, we'll mention other games as we go into some of the others, obviously. So
yeah. So I'm not going to make this stream too long though, because I do actually want to play some games at some point. So
okay.
I've been really back into Battlefield 1. So when I got home from my exam today, I literally got in, made some food, sat down, turned on the Xbox, and played a couple of rounds of Battlefield 1 because I stumped up for the premium, and the new maps are fucking awesome. So
I forgot two things for Microsoft.
I was
just browsing the Xbox subreddit. So we're going to see Sea of Thieves and we're going to see State of Decay.
Oh,
too.
Yes.
See, those two games don't interest me, man. They don't interest me.
State of Decay was awesome.
No, the first State of Decay, I bought it because everyone was like, yeah, it's really, really good. And I was like, I thought it was fucking shit. It was boring.
Nah, it wasn't.
So,
State of Decay 2 is going to have full player co-op from what I understand. And it's going to have a map like, I want to say double or quadruple the size of the original map.
It always had a good premise, I think, to me, but I wasn't really into the whole Xbox Live Arcade type of thing back then.
Yeah,
that's fair.
For games like that, but this one does look like it's much better made and everything. Because I know the first one was like a bit janky at times, wasn't it? But everyone who played it really liked it.
Do you think? Oh, sorry about Xbox again. Do you think they'll announce a new Tomb Raider?
No, I think they regretted that deal, didn't they? Shortly afterwards, because it underperformed again, didn't it?
Yeah,
supposedly, but who knows? My Thingy's idea of underperforming before was, it only shifted 3.5 million in its opening weekend, which a lot of games would kill to shift that many numbers in its opening weekend or its release weekend, should I say?
Yeah. All right. Bethesda we're pretty much done with, I think, anyway. The next one's PC show. I don't know what gets announced at PC show.
Everything and anything. There'll be all the indie games. That'll be.
See, the annoying thing is like I tried to watch the PC one last year, and it is really hard to find anything like on any of the streaming sites that actually stream the PC thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of the AAA games don't even show off their stuff at the PC event anyway. Their games are usually shown off at either one of the major three sort of shows, like either Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo, basically. But we could possibly get Lawbreakers shown off at the PC event, or it'll either be that or the PS4 event, or Sony's one, should I say, that they'll show that.
That's Cliff Blinsky's game, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine it to be more at the Sony event, just to give it a bit more limelight.
I don't think it's coming to the Xbox, is it?
Not at the moment. There's a lot of people that are upset about it, but I don't know. And the majority of those games, anyway, I'm not too sure, because it was rumoured originally to be a free-to-play, but I don't know what it is now, whether it is actually going to be a proper release or an arcade release or free-to-play. But I can see it probably eventually coming to Xbox anyway. A lot of them do. There were rumours about Killing Floor eventually coming to Xbox and stuff, which the more the merrier.
Oh, I've bought PS Plus today, so I'm installing Killing Floor.
Oh, cool.
Did you buy Wipeout?
No,
I bought Horizon today. I looked at it and I had both in my hand, and I'm like, I could
Ah.
buy both, but I'm already buying Horizon definitely.
Yeah.
So I bought Horizon.
So I've been playing some Killing Floor 2 on the PC. It's actually really, really good.
Nice.
I don't have PS Plus anymore, so I don't
Oh.
really fancy stumping up another fucking 40 quid. I've already spent enough
Yeah, I
money
know
on
what you
games
mean.
this month.
If not, just buy a month, grab the free games if you haven't played them anyway, and then they're there, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they're doing the 3 months on CD keys for 15 quid, but I still think that's a bit of a rip because, you know, it's 40 quid for a year or 15 quid for 3 months. If you buy, so in 6 months, it's 30 quid. So if you're doing it every 3 months, you're paying 20 quid more a year than everybody else.
Yeah, they should do it properly. Like, even if it was, say, like, I don't know, £12 for 3 months, even though it should technically be a tenner or something
Yeah.
like that. See, this is the other thing that makes me laugh. Final Fantasy is like, what, £15 every 2 months? So that's virtually, and you don't need PS Plus or anything to play that. So there isn't really too much difference in that subscription model compared with the ones we're already paying on consoles as it is anyway.
PC show.
Mainly hardware and indie games, I think it usually is.
Oh, do you want us to move on to Ubisoft?
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, well, we're going to see Far Cry 5. That's a given.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. What else we going to see? Assassin's Creed Origins, the most leaked game in the history of games.
So, right, what is this about? Because I've heard rumours,
Right, it's
apart
Egypt.
from obviously
It's
the
ancient
Egypt. Yeah. Is it open world? Because I've heard people saying it's sort of Skyrim.
It's got to be open world. It's got to be open world. Assassin's Creed's always open world.
Yeah, now, would you, personally, I'd rather see this unveiled at the Microsoft event on the new Xbox. Because I think that's one of the games that's got the potential to look pretty fucking good. Like,
the thing
with
is,
the
right,
extra
for the last couple of years, I want to say since Black Flag, it's been a Sony promoted game with the exclusive DLC. Ubisoft generally leans towards Sony. Ubisoft generally leans on Sony.
I think they have a deal with Sony, don't they? I think Ubisoft for all their games. So
yeah, Watch Dogs did. Last couple of Assassin's Creeds definitely have. I reckon. I don't know. Maybe Microsoft won them back. I don't know.
Well, Amazon are doing PlayStation Plus 1 year for 30 quid. That's actually not a bad price.
Yeah, that's pretty decent, actually. I must admit, I always usually buy the year subscriptions to Xbox or PS Plus or whatever on deals when I see them on deals. Because
that's what I do.
£30 or I think once
it just accumulates
on CD
on top,
keys or somewhere. I think I picked up a year's worth of Xbox Live for like 22 quid or something.
That's pretty good.
I can't pass
I've done the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, so Ubisoft, we're going to see Assassin's Creed Origins. It's going to be exactly what all the leaks have been. It's going to be ancient Egypt. It's going to be bloody like all the other ones, but in Egypt. It's I don't know what it is about Ubisoft, but Ubisoft games gets leaked so much more than every other game company.
Well, they probably leak them themselves, to be honest.
There are leaks, but you think about two of their biggest surprises over the last load of years of E3.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs and Division. No one knew a thing about those until they were unveiled. Do you think they're going to unveil a game like that again this year? One that we don't even see coming?
Yeah.
Splinter Cell, maybe?
Ooh.
It's been a while, hasn't it, since the last...
When was Blacklist? 2013, I think.
It was on last gen.
Yeah, 13 then it would have been. 2012 or 13.
Yeah, so that's been a long old wait.
Yeah. I reckon...
Just Dance 2017.
Oh, I can see that coming, actually. we got Far Cry, Just Dance, probably. They always have something like that. I'd like to see more board games from Ubisoft, to be honest.
Really?
Like, yeah, actually.
Why don't we just play that
board game thing last week?
Tabletop Simulator.
Well, let's just play some Tabletop Simulator, Elliot. We both own it. We've never played any games on it together.
No, we both don't own it. You own it. I don't own it.
I thought you bought it.
Nah, I looked at how much it cost and went, ooh, that's a bit steep.
That's not even that much.
Well, I just spent $100 today, so you want to buy it for me, or?
Well, it's just whatever, is important to you at the time, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously that wasn't important enough. Any board game you could ever think of for 15 quid, when usually a normal board game's like £50 on its own. Just saying.
You're a manipulative bastard, aren't you?
No, I'm just throwing it out there. I've just renewed my PlayStation Plus so I could play Killing Floor with you. That just cost me 30 quid. And I've spent a shitloads of money on a fucking microphone yesterday.
But you don't make minimum wage, Webby.
I probably earn less than you because I have a lot more outgoings.
Hmm.
So there we go.
Anyway, Ubisoft, Just Dance, Far Cry 5, Splinter Cell maybe. I feel like we got Ghost Recon something or other, or not Ghost Recon, something.
I was thinking more Rainbow Six.
Oh yeah, Rainbow Six Siege 2 or whatever. Or they're either going to announce a second or like a new Rainbow Six game, or they're going to add announce season 3 of the Siege stuff.
I'd personally, it depends. If they're going to do a marginal update from what everyone already has with Rainbow Six Siege, I'd rather they do like a season 3 and then do a proper one the following year.
Yeah. Don't really know what else Ubisoft's going to do. They're kind of a wild card. Last year, what did they announce? Steep. That didn't do very well, did it? Steep.
No, I think it sort of hit a tree halfway down, didn't it?
Yeah.
They didn't even really market it or advertise that game at all either. I've never seen any footage of it running or anything.
I walked past a copy of it in shop today.
Alright, Killing Floor 2 is downloading just so I can play with you guys on the PlayStation.
Good stuff. I will say already there are slight connection issues I've been running into the last few days trying to get into games with people.
Is that because there's too many people on there?
Quite possibly, yeah. That's what I'd put it down to. You go in and it says like no server found, and it's like no, I'm trying to start a game with the people in my party. Our own game. I don't want to go in with randoms, and then it's still saying no server found, and it's like, oh, but yeah, you can get around it. But yeah, if you run into that, it's just something to be wary of.
I'm trying to think what else you.
We're one of only 500 lucky ones who will be able to.
Sorry, I just lost my headset.
Will get a chance to make enormous.
Oh, girl.
What the fuck is that?
It was some crap pop up on my computer, mate.
Good thing it wasn't porn, eh?
Oh yeah, there's a few sites that chuck that shit up.
Cool.
I don't know what else Ubisoft's going to announce.
Oh yeah, Five Large Fries has just said to me, get the Jackbox games and stream them. We actually have the Jackbox games. I've got it on my Xbox, and we have actually streamed that before, and that actually was really fun in the community.
Isn't that the thing that
you play on your phones
with Kirk?
Yeah, so it might actually be an idea to do that again.
I actually, yeah.
Oh, bloody hell, hang on. I've got to turn this volume down here.
I actually own the second party pack on Steam. What I recommend is I would stream a Google Hangout call and then share your screen on Google Hangout because there's less latency for the other players looking at your screen. It's just a recommendation. I bet his headphones are out and he didn't hear any of that.
Sounds like it, maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, they're there. Yeah, he was definitely AFK then. She's getting very professional. There we go.
Hello, anybody there?
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
what
I was
happened?
just I changed to my PlayStation. I forgot that I hadn't muted my surround sound, so it was just booming out. Hello
Oh.
to Hogarth. Hello to Nikki Wilson. No, this isn't a
Hello.
new. This isn't a new podcast. This is just us just having a general chit chat because we're because we're bored and got nothing else to do with our time.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, and I'm testing out my new mic that I bought yesterday. So I was dying to use it, so I thought we'd do a live stream just talking bollocks. That's what we're doing at the moment, talking shit.
Are we pretty much done with Ubisoft? I really don't know.
I have no
Does
idea.
anyone in the
Ubisoft's got-
chat have any ideas of what we might see? Because they are sort of a strange one. They only usually show off like 3 or 4 games anyway, don't they?
Well, Hogarth has said in the chat that a new Splinter Cell trademark was registered today by Ubisoft.
Ah,
So
there's a
that's quite
theory.
interesting. That would be nice to see. So, yes, Nikki, my balls have finally dropped. That microphone, that headset I was using before, right? I used the same headset for 10 years. It was a £15 Microsoft headset.
Awesome.
And I've always thought, yeah, it does make me sound a bit squeaky. And now I've actually got a proper mic. I think I sound like a proper man now. After all these
You don't
Can I
years,
just
sound any
point
different
out-
to
I've
me.
hit puberty.
You only ordered that mic arm yesterday, and you already have it.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
it's Amazon, man.
Amazon first day, whatever it is.
Well,
isn't
I've got Amazon
Prime.
Prime. So when I ordered the microphone, it came in 2 hours because I'd used the Prime now. But the arm wasn't on the Prime now, so I ordered that on the normal Amazon website, and it came this morning. So I'm all set
They're
up.
usually blooming good anyway, Amazon. I've ordered like hard drives and they've turned up literally like 36 hours later, and I'm not
Yeah.
even on Prime.
I buy shitloads off Amazon. I've spent thousands on that website. Oh, I can get a parcel from them every other day. So, Hogarth's going to get a Chinese tonight. I'm actually,
I'm jealous.
I'm going to have a curry tonight because I had my final Open University exam today. So I'm going to celebrate and unwind by having a curry and a beer. So,
I haven't had Chinese in ages, man. I love Chinese.
I had Korean chicken burger tonight.
what the hell's a Korean
That
chicken
sounds
burger?
nice.
Is that a spicy one?
Yeah.
Awesome.
The sauce I had was called spicy sauce with a W and not a P.
Nice.
I'm not even kidding.
Spicy.
Spicy sauce.
So, Five Large Fries has mentioned this Mixer thing. So, I actually used Mixer yesterday on the Xbox to stream some
Halo 5.
Halo 5 with Sly, and the quality is really, really good. But the cool thing about Mixer is, and I think people really should know about this, like you can, 4 of you can stream together on the same stream on Mixer. So, say if me and the other guys co-hosting right now started playing Halo, all 3 of us, like, we could all join the same stream. So when you go to mixer.com or on the Xbox, you can watch all 3 of us game at the same time and then select which one you want to go full screen and stuff as well.
They made it all pretty well known when they changed the name, like everything
Yeah.
that it was capable of, like the 4K, 60 FPS streaming, the multi-screen and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's really
It
cool.
does set them aside from the other sort of services that are out there. They just got to hope that enough people use it. Obviously, it's integrated into the Xbox, so that's one hurdle overcome.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Hogarth's just mentioned about Twitch, and obviously Twitch is massive. I personally do not like Twitch. Because we used to do the podcast on Twitch, but then we moved to YouTube, and one of the reasons we moved to YouTube was because it's available on like a lot more mobile devices and stuff, so people can listen on the fly. Someone is knocking on my door, so I'm now going to disappear for a few minutes.
Nice.
I'm just thinking about that Korean chicken burger.
I'm just making a cup of coffee.
It was like 2 crumb chicken fillets on top of each other, and you had like lettuce and mayo and tomato and all that, and it was all mushed together in 2 very big buns, and then it was.
How did that go on?
And
Because
then
usually
there was spicy
whenever
sauce.
I have like stackable burgery type stuff, it just ends up going all over the place. Especially if there's a ton of mayo and lettuce and stuff in it.
Yeah, it was alright.
Oozed
Not
out.
much of it dropped out. It was pretty good level
I'm
of
back.
consistency.
No, it was quick.
The spicy sauce was quite nice. It gave it a good tingle.
So the wife is now home. You'll probably
Oh,
hear
yes.
her in a minute.
I was
So
going to say the most important thing about last night's Mixer stream was that I
Yep.
got top of a Warzone game in Halo 5.
you did well, Sly. So we're probably going to end in a minute because we're probably
Alright.
going to do a Mixer stream in a bit. If people are
Should we quickly knock out Sony?
are they doing anything? Is there anything going on with Sony? Are they going to announce
Destiny
another
2,
console? Maybe a giant
lots of-
crab.
Destiny 2,
Giant
lots
enemy
lots
crab.
of Destiny 2, Destiny 2 exclusive maps, Destiny 2 exclusive strikes, Destiny 2 exclusive guns. There's a good
Nice.
start.
Well, Spider-Man's definitely there. God of War's
Spider-Man.
definitely there.
Yep.
Days
Oh.
Gone should definitely be there.
You know, they've said Death Stranding's not going to be there.
Good,
Yeah.
because we don't need any more of that cryptic fucking whatever it is yet.
The baby
Until-
coming out of the tube.
Yeah, it's another one of those things of like, just show us when it's ready. Don't keep
Yeah.
teasing us with this thing that's not out for a couple of years yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it gonna
Possibly, I'm thinking with like this remaster trilogy coming out at the end of the month. I'm thinking they're going to announce like a new Crash.
There's hints that it's Crash Team Racing
Oh,
Yeah, I've heard about
that'd be
that.
quite good actually. I think.
because there
I think
isn't
they'll never
really
bring back
there isn't
Spyro.
there isn't really a kart racer. I think wasn't Spyro in Crash Team
Well, there was a
Racing?
Sonic racer that came out a few years back, wasn't there?
Oh,
And that was
Sonic and
pretty
Sega
good.
All Stars Racing.
Yeah, that was awesome. So yeah, it'd be nice to see something similar come out for these consoles because at the moment you need to go and buy a Nintendo console to get a good karting experience, chucking shells at people. So
Yeah, well, Sega is supposed to be making a big comeback, isn't it, into the console and like or in gaming in general. I'm not too
Yeah.
sure which way they're going to swing.
right, guys.
Who knows? But yeah, I've heard
yeah.
that the Sony conference is going to be pretty much what it was last year, just game.
Oh, they'll
game.
show
be
off
interesting.
more of
Chapter.
Uncharted Lost Legacy will get shown off.
So this is
Yeah.
why Microsoft really need to pull out all the stops in this year's E3 with games because this is
Well,
where
this
Sony
is-
are trouncing them at the moment.
This is where obviously Microsoft announced that their conference is going to last longer than an hour and a half, which
Yeah.
is the usual length, because obviously they've got at least
25
half
minutes.
an hour
is
of
gonna be
talking about the
Scorpio.
new machine and all the rest of it, and
Yeah.
then they're still going to want time to show off everything coming like game wise and such, and obviously they don't want to cut into their time to just show off hardware.
Yeah, that's true. They're going to be showing off a lot with the Scorpio, and it's gonna. I'm hoping it does blow us out of the way, but out the water. But I do hope that they announce those decent games to go with it because, as I said before, Sony have done really
If
well
you
the
already
last year
own
or so.
a PC and stuff, it's
Yep.
not really going to astonish
Well,
people who own
no,
PCs,
for
'cause you've already got access to 4K and all the rest of it anyway with PC.
yeah, and like my PC and Sly's PC, are going to run games better than a Scorpio anyway. But for us, it's about the games because all the games coming out on the Xbox platform are going to be available on PC anyway. So we always get that advantage of
The
the
first
play
party,
anywhere. So
the first party Microsoft Studio titles,
Yeah. so that's really really good. So I'm just looking forward to games because I'm a bit it's been a bit lackluster this past year or so.
I feel like I was going to say something else. I don't remember what it was.
So while Sly
Nintendo.
carries on, what about
Nintendo's
Nintendo?
the last one. Yeah.
Nintendo actually having a thing this year, aren't they?
Are they
They're-
actually
yeah,
going
yeah.
to turn
I
up?
don't think they're having an actual stage show. I think they're doing
They
the
are.
same direct, or are they having a stage show?
I believe. Well, they're streaming something on Wednesday, the June 14th.
Yeah, it might be another direct, but they are actually going to be at E3 in quite a big way with lots of stalls and things like that. So no doubt a lot of stuff about ARMS.
Super Mario World.
Yeah.
Oh no,
the
not
new
World.
Mario.
What's the new one called? Sorry.
Galaxy.
not World, is it?
Galaxy. I'm really bad
it-
at this actually.
Oh, it is World. Sorry, it is World. It is World.
All right.
Galaxy was the old one. It's World.
Yeah.
I think. Probably.
Nice. Anyway,
Splatoon 2.
Yep,
Yep.
Splatoon 2, a few others. Still no
Why are you in
reason
such a
for me to
rush?
buy a Switch, to be
Wait,
honest.
Wait, we're
I want
having
to
a good
play.
chat.
I want to
Why are you
play
in such-
games, man. I want to play some games on this mixer thing.
Oh, right, I was going to say, if you was on about the Switch, I think if you buy the Switch and Zelda Breath of the Wild, you're pretty much set for a couple of months anyway.
I
Yeah,
bought Horizon today. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into it.
dude, that game is so good looking.
Oh, it is. I took
really,
a
really
picture
is.
of it earlier.
Yeah,
That's the actual same game engine that Hideo Kojima's using for Death Stranding.
Oh,
Oh, good.
nice. That's pretty awesome. Cool. Wow, is that all the free predictions out the way?
Ones we can think of.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure something will come to me.
So we will actually be doing if you join our Discord, there will be an E3 chat going on. We've actually made a voice channel chat room on there, and you know, if you don't want to talk, you can just join the general the general text channel, where we will be talking live about E3 as it's going. So that will be pretty cool.
I'm gonna apologize in advance for me during Microsoft and Bethesda on Monday for me it'll be.
What times are they for us, though? Like,
Well, they are in the middle of the
7 hours
night.
back. So
Yeah.
Microsoft is gonna be 10 p.m. for you guys, and Bethesda's gonna be 3 a.m.
That's okay.
ouch.
Well, I'm at work all weekend on night shift, so I'm going to be dipping in and out of the Discord.
You know what's annoying? What's
as and
annoying
when,
for me is
so-
right. Microsoft starts at 5 a.m. for me, and if they're gonna run 2 hours, that's gonna run till 7. That gives me 3 hours to have a nap before Bethesda at 10.
Nice.
Oh,
Why
I'm
can't
gonna
they
be
just
a
do them a
wreck.
bit closer together? It's not
Yeah.
like they've got to drive half like 2 miles down the road to get to the other conference, is it?
Exactly.
That's what makes
yeah.
me laugh with some of the things like before with some of the broadcasts. Like usually it'll be like used to be on most everything didn't used to be Monday, didn't it? You'd have Microsoft early afternoon, sort of around 3 to 4 o'clock. That would finish. Then you'd have like EA an hour later. Then like Ubisoft an hour or so after EA finished, and then there'd be like 2
It
to
did
3
used to be
hours
like
wait
that.
between
They used to do
Sony, and
3
you're
or 4
like,
of them in the same day, didn't they?
yeah.
Now it's like I want to say it's EA's really early. EA is Saturday, and then Microsoft is Sunday. Bethesda's technically Monday, and then PC
Hang on, so EA are
Ubisoft.
kicking it off first.
EA are first. EA is.
I always thought Microsoft wanted to kick it all off first, as though like let's get this shit started right, sort of a thing.
EA sniped them out. EA's going early. EA's doing Saturday night at 8 p.m. in UK time.
All right, interesting.
Yeah. Last year, I want to say they did it on a Monday or a Tuesday. EA were later on last year because I remember I skipped school to watch EA's. Well, I was up all night watching it and then didn't want to get up in the morning, so I didn't.
Do you know
go
what
to
I'd
school.
love to see from EA, even though we won't?
Go
A
on.
Dead Space revival.
Ooh.
I did
dunno,
really
I
like
think
that series.
I think Dead Space has kind of run its course now, to be honest.
But
so-
they were such good games. Like,
Oh, yeah,
depending
they
on what you
were.
thought of the third game, like with
Is
it
it-
being more
is
co-op
it-
focused and all the rest of it, they were beautiful looking games and like solid mechanics, good atmosphere.
Is it too soon for us to see a new Dragon Age game?
Maybe not. But
The last
with
one was out ages
BioWare's-
ago, wasn't it? So
With BioWare's latest sort of like troubles, we'll say.
Yeah.
With Andromeda, I don't know if it would be a good idea
See,
to say, we're working on this as well.
I stand in the camp of I like Andromeda and I want to see story DLC for it, but it's not going to happen. I think Andromeda is going to be long forgotten within the next year.
I can't imagine a Mass Effect game actually with no story DLC. They've been doing it since. Actually, did they do it in the
Since
first
one.
one as well?
No, they did it in the
Oh, they
first one.
did,
There was a station on the moon, I want to say.
That's right, with the assassin type alien things, wasn't it?
Yeah, Batarians.
Plus an EA game without any DLC. That's also shocking. Full stop.
Although the Star Wars thing, they're doing something interesting with Star Wars Battlefront and the DLC. I want to say they're doing no paid DLC for Star Wars.
I think I might have heard that rumor as well.
I think I brought it up to you on the podcast, and you were really surprised about it because I read it and it was glaring at me. I was like,
It steps
Doesn't
in the
make
right
sense.
direction. I mean, a lot of people
Does.
like moaned about the first game for lacking the single player mode and all the rest of it, and the
Yeah.
online modes at the time when it launched being quite limited and such.
Got even John Boyega, who plays Finn in Star Wars Episode 7, he was like, "Come on, EA, where's the single player?"
Yeah.
If you got one of the main Star Wars actors telling you need single player, you need single player.
Well, this is the thing. It's like I brought it up, I think, when we was podcasting a week or so back, about the fact that you get a lot of games now where it's like, here's the next gen upgraded version of that game you once loved with half the content of the previous
Sounds about right.
that you love. So it's always like, whenever I look at sort of like an upgraded version of anything nowadays, I think, yeah, that looks beautiful, but to bring us it looking that nice, what have we lost out of the game, like in comparison to the old one? It's probably just me being a cynical bastard, but I've just seen it happen a lot.
No, you're pretty
particularly
much
this
spot on.
generation.
Right.
That's probably it. Let's save it all. So should we tell people who are listening, we're not recording the show Sunday. We're gonna do it. You want to do it Tuesday?
Yeah, I want to do it Tuesday. Is that when the last?
so
when's
everything's
the last
all done and
conference?
Well, the last conference is Nintendo on No, the last conference is Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday evening is the last conference, and that's Nintendo.
Well, we don't give a fuck about them, so we'll just do it as they're doing it.
early.
So,
Yeah,
just because
We're
then
gonna
it
be
gives
competing with
Five
Nintendo.
Large Fries some time to edit the show. Lols.
Yeah. So we're gonna compete with the Nintendo live stream then.
Yeah. I just actually want to give Five Large Fries, aka Carl, big shout out for editing last week's show. He's going to be editing the podcast in the future. He actually managed to knock it down from 2 hours 10 to like an hour and a half or something ridiculous. Hour 20. So and I did listen, and it sounds really good. A much better job than my lazy ass efforts. So thank you very much, Carl, and for all his tips on improving the sound quality as well. So big props to you. Anyway, we're going to end it here. We're probably going to be on Mixer a bit later. I'm not going to jump straight on it now because I've got some things to do at home first. So I'll put a shout out on the Twitter and Facebooks when the Mixer thing is happening later. Hopefully get some community people gaming. Thinking of doing some Battlefield 1 or something. Or we could do some Jackbox and get everyone involved to watch that, so everyone can just watch the stream and play along on their phones, which was a really good time last time. So, yeah, that's the end of this weird stream that we just botched together then. So, cheers. Bye.
See ya.